How's it going? Y'all back with new damn videos. Get right down to it. Your boy Damn G. All right, listen. Hold on. Hope you guys had a good New Year's. Hope you guys were safe. Hope everything went well on New Year's Eve. I had a good time, I'll tell you that much. But listen, let's get right down to it. Eagles versus Seahawks playoff game. Now, the way I look at it, everyone's like telling me, oh, man, you didn't want to verse Seattle, man. Listen, Seattle's a good team. But I said between the two, from San Fran and Seattle, I was rooting for San Fran that game to win on Sunday night because I wanted to verse Seattle over its 49ers. Now, I still think Seattle can definitely win this game. We got B-plus players and practice squad guys that they're playing, but they're playing with their hearts. You know what I'm saying? They're playing the best they can. But I just look at it this way. I see Seattle, and almost all their wins and some of their losses have came down to a touchdown or less. Like, they play close games every single week, it seems like. Every single day they play close games. Now, Russell Wilson's definitely a threat. He's a guy who we have never beat in our entire career. We have never beat Russell Wilson. His entire career, the Eagles franchise has never beat this guy. Every time we face him, he's undefeated against us. Also, Seattle is a real good road team. They're actually better on the road this year, I think, than they are at home, which is surprising because, them at home with the 12th man, they're usually, every time they're at home, it's always their favorite or, oh, my God, you got to go to Seattle, in Seattle, But it's been different this year, a little different. Now, don't get me wrong, we're banged up. Like, we're barely banged up. And now we're losing Brandon Brooks, the right guard, with that injury that happened in that Giants game. Now, Matt Prater, whatever, he came in, he did a solid job. But if you guys remember earlier this year, I think Brandon Brooks missed a game or two, or he got injured in a game, and our run game we had that was established going good. And once he left, it went to dirt, like it went to trash. Now, against the Giants, he didn't, but that's the Giants. You know what I'm saying? Against the Seattle team, it might hurt not having Brandon Brooks. He's out for the rest of the season. Lane Johnson supposedly might come back, they're saying, but at the same time, they said something. Someone said Zach Ertz has a better chance of playing than Lane Johnson does. How is that possible? What is it, almost 3 weeks now Lane Johnson's been out? And Zach Ertz, last time I checked, he got hurt last week. Sorry, not against the Giants, the week before that. And he has a broken rib and a lacerated kidney. And he's better enough to play than Lane Johnson, who has a sprained ankle, or whatever the hell he has on his ankle. We'll see. Miles Sanders is also a key thing. He definitely has to be in this game. The guy's a stud. For a rookie, how good he's been playing down this stretch, having these big games, the pass game, the run game. I'm hoping he's able to play. We hear a couple things. Oh, he's limited in practice, or he didn't practice. We don't know yet. But if you don't, you're going to have Jordan Howard out there pound the ball down the throats to Seattle, and also Boston Scott. Give him some carries too. I think this is going to be an interesting matchup. It depends on how our defense plays against Russell Wilson. And the reason I wanted Seattle again is because I wanted for this purpose. We played Seattle earlier this year, if you guys remember. Our defense did a hell of a job. The one touchdown they gave up was on a trick play, which was a screen to Tyler Lockett, then thrown back to Russell Wilson, then was a bomb down the field. That touchdown, and then that was like the first quarter going into the second quarter, and then our defense didn't give up a single another touchdown until Rashad Penny ripped off like a 40-yard run for a touchdown. For example, how good our defense played, I'll tell you right now. Eagles offense had 5 turnovers in that game. 5 turnovers, but at the point they had 5 turnovers in terms of fumbles or interceptions, whatever, and we only gave up 3 points. 3 points. That's it. On those 5 turnovers. Everything else that the defense gave up with the touchdown, everything else, that was our offense just punting the ball back to them. It wasn't off turnovers of fumbles or from Wentz fumbling or whoever fumbling. It was just that. So our defense played really well. And if our defense can show up the way it did that game and kind of rattle or kind of hold Russell Wilson down a little bit, we have we have a shot. And I look at it and I say to myself, hey, you know what? Our offense just played terrible that game. They played badly that game. First off, our offense wasn't even in sync. If you remember the Patriots game, they played bad because we just lost Lane Johnson. We just lost this guy, that guy. Then we go into the Seattle game. And then I think Greg Ward just got promoted. I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was a lot of missing pieces. Lane Johnson was missing, and someone else, and it was just they tried putting Andre Dillard in Lane Johnson's position. When the guy's at left tackle, they put him right tackle. It was all screwed up. Plays were getting blown up real quick. So our offense played terrible. But now the way our offense is playing for the past few weeks, yeah, I get it's against this team, that team, but they've been showing up. And Carson Wentz has been doing his thing with this talent, now gelling with this talent with Greg Ward, might be Robert Davis, Burnett, or whoever the hell it might, whatever, Boston Scott, Miles Sanders, Dallas Goedert, hopefully Zach Ertz returns, but he's been gelling with the talent that has been out there. And then that game in Seattle, he was just getting used to these guys. It was like, oh, whoa, and plus we had the wrong guy at right tackle. It definitely should have been Big V, even though I don't like Big V. I don't think he's that great, but Andre Dillard was drafted here as a left tackle. But you get what I'm saying. That was a big screw up. So yeah, and like I said, Carson Wentz is playing really well. I mean, the last time Carson Wentz threw an interception was in that Seattle game. So he hasn't thrown an interception since Seattle, since first in Seattle. But I don't know. It's going to be tough. And then, at first I was like, oh, yeah, this is a good matchup. We both get to go head-to-head. It's going to be a clash. I think it's going to be a close game for either team, depending on if Seattle just comes out pissed off after what happened with the 49ers and that false call, didn't get called with the whole PI thing, and then Richard Sherman's on Twitter trying to defend it and whatever. So it might be different. They might be coming out hungry, pissed off, and they might not be close. Just hoping for the best. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be at home, which is a plus, of course. I think it's time we finally got to beat Seattle, man. I'm sick and tired of losing to them all the time. I'm sick and tired of have not beat Russell Wilson or Pete Carroll as head coaches of Seattle. But in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, if we have to go against Russell Wilson and the game's on the line, that scares me a lot. It does. Like last week, that 49ers defense is phenomenal. Yeah, I get they're rivals, so it's always going to be close games or maybe blowouts here and there. But it was down to the wire, and if it wasn't for that bullshit call, they win that game. But I feel if we just go in there, run the ball, and play defense the same way we did that 1 week, or if you guys can somehow bottle it up and get it going, even though I know there's no Ronald Darby and this and that, but I don't know. All I gotta say is go Birds, flag was fly. Hope we pull it out, get it going. It's gonna be a crazy game, I'll tell you that much. It's gonna be I'm just still shocked the Eagles are in the playoffs, honestly. After having that many people hurt, it was like even the announcers and everyone was saying, everyone out there is saying it's some of the craziest things they ever seen in sports history to have a team this man down. I'm not talking about man down. I'm talking about man down. I'm talking about picking up dudes at a local freaking Wawa. Yo, you know how to catch a ball? Oh, you used to play receiver in high school? Yo, come scoop up. Let's go play. Honestly. Pick up 3 guys from Wawa. One was pumping gas. The other one was making hoagies. And the other one was cashier. And you know what I'm saying? And they're on the field. But let's go Birds, flag was fly. I think we got a little bit of a slight chance. But that all comes down to, in my opinion, if our offense can play well and if our defense can finally hold Wilson. They did it the other week. They did it in week 13, week 12. But he always has our number, and he always has those crazy, wild, whether it be trick plays or whether it be him just popping out the pocket and throwing it up or dancing around and juking people around and then throwing it up. Always, man. But the only one other thing that did scare me was after we lost to them this year, KJ Wright, linebacker for them, came out and said he knew exactly every play that was coming before they were even called. Like I knew every. He said specifically the screen plays to the tight ends. He goes, I knew those plays. That had me going. I forgot all about that. You guys remember I posted that on YouTube. I posted it on Twitter. I said, yo, this goes back to coaching. This is concerning that this guy, they know our plays before they even snapped. And now, after the 49ers lost, I was like, yeah, okay, we got Seattle. Okay, good. We got a better chance. Okay, whatever. But they might lose still, but still. Then I said, wait. Remember the guy was saying he knows our plays before they're even snapped? And I was telling my friend that. He was like, oh, shit. I'm like, so, we'll see. Go Birds. Flag was fly. Hopefully we can pull it out. I'm hoping for a good game. I know it's should be close. Depends on what Eagles team shows up or what Seattle team shows up. But let's go Birds. Flag was fly. Playoffs, baby. Wild card. Round 1.